McLaren boss sides with FIA in stopping driver campaigns after Lewis Hamilton statements. Zak Brown has backed the FIA's decision to ban drivers from making political protests at races. Motor racing's governing body made an amendment to their regulations this month, prohibiting the general making and display of political, religious or personal statements, unless permission is granted beforehand. The ruling is likely to perturb Lewis Hamilton, who has not been afraid to use his platform, and his sport, to make political statements. In July 2020 at the Austrian Grand Prix, he led 13 other drivers in taking the knee, also wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt to protest against the murder of George Floyd. That same year, at the Tuscan Grand Prix, he wore a shirt with the message, "Arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor." He has also worn a rainbow-colored helmet at Grand Prix races in the Middle East, to show support for the LGBTQ+ community. The retired Sebastian Vettel has also been one to speak out and show support for environmental causes. But from now on, such behavior from any driver is likely to land them in the hot water. But McLaren CEO Brown has argued that you can't have frequent political protests on the grid. Speaking to ESPN about the new FIA restriction, he said, "It's tricky, right? Because some of the topics are really good, some are controversial, some are polarizing. I think in general we want to be a sport that is doing good. We just need to find a balance there and not have every start of a race being a new political agenda for someone. I don't think that's healthy as it can detract from what everyone has tuned into, which is they want to watch a Grand Prix." However, Brown did also back the notion that permission could be sought to make statements of protest as well. "I'm glad the door is open for drivers and teams to talk to the FIA if there's an issue they want to discuss. It wasn't a 'you can't do it.' It was 'you can't do it without our permission.' So at least the door is open. Everyone is allowed freedom of speech. It did get out of control at times with so much messaging going on. Does it detract from the focus of the sport? These drivers can do this stuff in their own time, so I think it is within Formula One and the FIA's right to say here's the code of conduct we expect for you to follow during a Grand Prix weekend." The issue has been prominent in other sports, with a number of international captains initially set to wear rainbow-colored armbands for World Cup games in Qatar. However, the plans were scrapped when FIFA threatened sanctions.